Greetings. We are going to do a dialogue now with each half of the warring factions within ourself. And as the example here, I'm going to use eating sweets and the adversary who wants to eat a more wholesome eating regimen. Okay, these are the two. And the stakes may be diabetes, they may be weight, they may be energy, they may be anxiety, may be whatever the stakes are, but these are the two factions. And what knows both of these factions within you is you. You are both of these factions, and you are the knower of both of these factions, and you turn into each of these. So we can't simply make the one who wants to eat sugar disappear, right? Because this is us. And so in the real world, how we heal is by listening compassionately, by being kind, by listening compassionately to each of these aspects of ourself, and by telling the truth, by allowing each to speak the truth to us. Then we gain the power of understanding. In understanding ourselves, we have the power to bring about the good that we want to bring about. So let's begin with the one who desires to eat a more wholesome eating regimen here. And let's listen to that part of myself, of ourself. So I come to myself and say, okay, Charlie, this you who want to do this, tell me about this. Tell me about yourself. And I go, oh my gosh, I want so much to be healthy. I want a beautiful body, a strong body, an alive body. I want to heal the problems that I feel in my body. And I can bring this about if I reduce down the amount of sweets that I eat that damage me, and if I can eat a more balanced regimen, and if I can be more in touch with my hunger and eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm not. And I want to be able to do this. That's probably good enough here. And so in my interactions with him, I would say, Charlie, look, you are such a good man. I so love your pure desires and your desire for health. Look, health, healing, what we want most depends on you, right? It is vital that you understand who you are here. It is from you are going to do this good. And I want to underline and underscore for you and strengthen your desire to do this and give you confidence. You can do this. You are meant to do this. Believe in yourself. Hold your head up. This is happening. Carry on as the champion who saves this body from degeneration, who brings about the end of suffering, right? Be a warrior. Go forward. Do it. You're such a good man. Okay, one part. The other part is the me who wants to wantonly indulge, right? Do what he wants to do. So I come to him with full compassion, right? And wanting to hear him, Charlie, tell me about what this is like for you, that you want to be able to eat sweets, and tell me about that. So, okay, so here's me speaking. Look, I don't like having eggs and vegetables for breakfast. I want to have granola, right? I want to have granola for breakfast. I really like granola. I love it. And I want to be able to have desserts and to have snacks. Like I want to be able to have trail mix with some chocolate in it, some raisins. And I want to be able to have, if I want a piece of cake after dinner. And I love doing these things. Like if I have dinner and I don't get to have some dessert, I crave. And I crave, and I can't stand it. And I don't like living with that craving, and I don't see why I have to do that. I don't see why me having some sweets damages some things, and in a way, I don't care if it does anyway. I want to have the pleasure that I want to have in life. And the other thing is that I don't want to change. It's really hard to change. And I want to be able to keep doing what I'm doing. Like, I don't like all that it takes to change. And I fear what it would be like being deprived of this and not being able to do this. That doesn't look like fun to me at all. Okay, then I could say to him, good. Okay, so I hear your desire for pleasure, basically, that you want to keep eating these sweets. And I also hear how much you don't want to change. You want to keep things the way that they are. So here's the deal, and I'm speaking to myself as a wise, loving parent, is you don't have to give up everything. We are going to make a beginning that you can live with. And I'm going to help you. And I'm going to train you. And I am going to train you to actually enjoy living differently and develop tastes and pleasures in other foods that you have now. We're not going to take all your pleasure away, quite the opposite. We're going to give you a pleasure that you're really going to like. You can come to like other foods. You can find pleasure in other things and in wider areas, and greater pleasure, because with it goes the pleasure of there's no downside. It's all a win for you. Now, as far as changing, I'm going to help you to change. I'm going to be with you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to give you more and more love to help you so that you don't feel so deprived, and so that you're able to instead of being in conflict here and being repressed all the time and held down, that you're really going to like this process and like it more. I love you. I'm going to help you. It's not going to be as hard as what you think. It's going to be infinitely more rewarding than what you think. You're not going to have to give up your pleasures. You're going to find other pleasures that you like even more. Something like that. Okay, it is getting to know the two sides of ourselves, loving the two sides of ourselves. And yeah, that's the work.